welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you guys how to make this dress. It's very easy to make. So first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead. You see the piece of cloth I cut out here. This is going to be the upper part of this dress and this is going to be the lower part of this. So I'm using white at the top. So what I have here is just a width of about 9.5, and then I have 1 inch of zipper allowance at the one at the back, which is for the back panel. The first thing is that we're going to go ahead and draft in our basic body. So before you do that, you can also go ahead and mark ½ an inch at the top, which is for your seam allowance, because that's very important in this tutorial, and then ½ an inch at the bottom. So in total, the length I have here is 8 inches, right? About 8 inches or so. And then I took away ½ an inch here, ½ an inch here. So in between is going to be 7 inches. Go ahead and get this your fabric here, like the main body of the cloth. Like I'm trying to do it without drafting it on a pattern paper, right? So what I can do is that I can also go ahead and mark about ½ an inch at the top of this here, just like that, right? And then I'm going to place this ½ an inch also on this one here. So the two ½ an inch touching each other like this. You understand? You see? This one also has 1 inch of zipper allowance. The second one also has 1 inch of zipper allowance. The fold here is the same place where this fold is. You see, the two of them are at the same spot. So I'm just going to place it on each other like this, right? And then make sure that the ½ an inch is on top of each other. And then I can go ahead and draft my basic pattern here. So first thing is that you're going to try to pin it down. So let me go ahead and pin it down so it doesn't move. Making sure that the ½ an inch is held down. So you can pin it down like this. So I'm sure this is secured now. Secured this here with ½ an inch. So if I pull it now, it's not going to come off. The two of them are starting at the same spot here. Then the zipper allowance for the one at the back. You see? So now let's go ahead and draft our basic bodies. So to the shoulder, I'm going to do my shoulder divided by 2. Go ahead and mark it 8 inches. Come down by 1 inch of shoulder slope, just like this. Go ahead and add your bust divided by, round your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. That will be your armhole here. I'm going to go ahead and mark it here at this point, and then also going to bring down that 8 inches here. Connect it together all the way to the top, and then I can go ahead and mark my armhole. So this here is going to be my armhole. You see? So once this is done, I'm going to go ahead and mark my neckline 3 inches. You can do 3.5. Connect the shoulder slope together, and then also go ahead and mark ½ an inch of joining it. Your seam allowance, also join that too. You see, I also marked ½ an inch here for joining the shoulder to the shoulder. Once it's done, the next thing is to place back my tape again to the shoulder, and then I'm going to mark my shoulder to my waist, which is 17.5, my shoulder to my hip, which is at 27, just like this. And then after that, I'm going to now to the bust. So we're going to do round my bust divided by 4, mark it. Go ahead and add my seam allowance. You can do 1.5 for your seam allowance. Go to the waist divided by 4, and then add 2 inches here, 1 inch of seam allowance, 1 inch of darting. Go to the hip divided by 4, and then 1 inch of seam allowance. If you look at it now, in case if you're wondering, the width I have here is just my hip, round the widest part of your body divided by 4. So my hip is the widest part of my body, right? Divided by 4. That's how I was able to get this here, 12. And then I added 1 inch to it, is 13. And then the back has about 1 inch here. So now all I have to do is to go ahead and connect. So I'm going to connect from my bust, from my waist to the hip, and then the hip to the bust, just like that. So now the next thing is that you can also, if you want it really pens, take the waist measurement that you have here, this measurement here, and bring it down to this bottom part, and then connect it to the hip. So as you can see here, what I have here is about, let's say 11.5. I can take that 11.5, put it down here at the end of the dress like this, 11.5, and then connect it, come down here by about 2 inches after my hip line. and connect it into this. It will give it like a real pants look. So it's connected now, you see. All I have to do is to go ahead now and cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut everything out here, and then I'll go back in and put in my dart. So guys, if you look at it, you see that I've gone ahead and cut out everything, starting from the armhole down into this spot here, and then all the way to the end. Everything is cut out. So now our next thing is going to be to cut the shoulder slope, right? Cut away from this shoulder slope, but don't forget our seam allowance that was also added. So you're not going to cut that out. So I'm just going to cut at this point here. You see, that is out. This is my main shoulder. This is the 1/2 inch here. So now after that, I'm going to go ahead and also mark in my neckline. So like I've said, the neckline is 3 inches. So I'm going to come down by about, it depends on you what you want. So I can do the same 3 inches of depth, right? So mark the same 3 inches here, connect it all the way to this point, and then for the back I'm just going to do 1 inch of back neckline. You see, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut 1 inch for the back, 3 inch for the front, and I'm going to split open the seam at the back so it goes all the way down. And once I cut everything out, the next thing I did was to go ahead and put in my dart. So you see, I've already marked where my dart is going to be. So 4 inches away from the center. Let me open it so you will see. So I'm going to leave this one the way it is, but this is what it looks like here. So remember, 1 piece for the front, 2 pieces for the back. So this is the back dart, the front dart here. You see, my bust distance here, and then from the shoulder to the hip, 2 inches before the hip line is this point here. You see, marked here, and then this is the waist, and then this is the shoulder to the bust point. That's your shoulder to your nipple line. So for me, that is here, marked here. So on this side too, you see. So all I have to do is just go to the sewing machine, pinch this center part out with 1/2 inch, sew it, narrow it to the end, sew it, narrow it to the top, and that will be it for my bust dart in front. The same dart at the back, but except this time around my dart at the back goes up to my chest line, which is this armhole line here. So all I have to do now is to go ahead and start to join. So to join it, I'm just going to take it like this, the way it is. I'm going to take the front panel and I'm going to open it up like this, and I'm going to open it up like this and join it using the 1/2 inch that we made room for before. So I'm going to use 1/2 inch to join it at the top here. Do the same thing for the back. So for the back, I'm going to go ahead. So for the back, I have 2 pieces here. You see my dart at the back here again. So let me move it so you can see. You see, I'm going to take the same thing again, join it just like this. 1 piece here, 1 piece here, and then I'll come back, join the shoulder together like this, the shoulder seam together like this, and then we'll come back and finish up the guys. You see what I did here? So I basically just took a piece of fabric that looks like this and sewed it to this here on one side and then the other side of it. So now when I join the other part of it, it will be at the bottom. So you can also go ahead and do yours like that, or if you want, you can make it in form of a button, but this is just for the design, and then my button is going to be placed on it. 1, 2, 3. So guys, next thing is to cut the sleeve. So this is what I'm using for the sleeve. I have 2 of them. So I'm not going to make mine long, but if you want yours long, just go ahead and measure from your shoulder to your wrist, and then add, let's say about 5 inches to the length. 2 inches is going to be the puffiness at the top, 1 inch to make the casing, and then the rest is just for the puffiness. So you can do your shoulder to your wrist and add 4 inches instead of 5. 5 might be too much. So the first 2 inches, you're going to come down and mark it, right, which is this here, and then the next thing you're going to mark is about 4 inches for your cap height. Connect these 2 together halfway through, give it a curve below, and then a curve up to this point. This is going to be for the puffiness. This is how you cut like a puffy sleeve, and then the rest is going to remain straight like this. So I'm just going to fold this like this to make casing for my elastic, right? Like I said, mine is going to be short. The width I have here, you can do your armhole divided by 2 plus like 5 inches. So if you say, let's say your armhole is 9, add 5 to it. that will be the width to make it wider, except you don't want it too wide, right? You can do about, let's say 3 inches or so. I'm just going to go ahead and cut from here all the way to the top. It out. So one is going to be for each side. You see, I have 2 of them here, one for one side of the sleeve, one for the other. And then the next thing is that you see that I've gone ahead and joined the shoulder part of this dress here. Let me open it so you see. And I've also gone ahead and picked my dart. So this is what it looks like. But if you look at her own, you see that the back is cut a little bit low. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take this here, flip it over like this, and then towards the back I'm going to reduce it. So this part of the back neckline now, make sure you place everything to be equal. You're going to come down here and leave about, let's say 1 inch at the end here. Connect it like this. Depends on you what you want. If you want, you can bring yours even lower to this point, right? But I think this is okay. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it off all the way to the tip of the shoulder where the 2 of them joins together. And then I'm going to use bias to run from one side of the back neckline all the way to the other side, right? Once it's done, I'm going to insert my sleeve on each side and then close up the side seam and add my zip. So guys, this is what we have at the moment. So once I finished, I just took button and then just tacked it down here. You see the seam here, just for design. Just 2 small red buttons that I just sewed it down here, so you could see from the inside here. I just sewed it down, right? And then this is it here, the body of the dress. So like I said, you can always just, once you increase the length of your sleeve, the 2 sleeves will be the same. You understand? Like the sleeve on the thumbnail and mine will be the same. It's just that I don't have enough white fabric to make it long, so that's why I made mine short. But if you have enough fabric, just increase it all the way to your wrist, right? And that will be it. So once it's done, go ahead and add your zipper. I also currently don't have a red zip, so I just sewed it close at the back in the meantime. So once I get my zip, I'll insert it. So that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.